Yo, what's up guys, ZarWay here, and welcome back to another video. So yesterday I did not actually know what to talk about because of the fact that I actually thought that I was almost out of stories, which is really freaking, insane when you kind of think about it, because you've been like in this world for like a while, and then you're like, what? I only have 4 stories, but yeah, all I really needed is some time, so I basically lay down in my freaking bed thinking about a story to tell you guys, and then it hit me. So yes, another story, and let's actually get started. So this story took place in 6th grade. So we actually had an English class, right? And our English teacher was freaking like, okay, so she was kind of mean, but kind of nice at the same time. Like, it's kind of a combination of really effed up, but at the same time really nice. So basically sometimes she was nice and sometimes she was really mean. But right, so I was in English class, we basically had to write an essay. We're just kind of learning about how to write essays and stuff like that. And you guys, I don't know why, whenever I actually took out a paper to kind of start writing my essay, I was like, I don't know why, like I was just like so mad. And I don't know why, but this is like something that I have personally. I think I might need therapy, please help me. But no, seriously, I actually just like, I was like so mad from that day. So I just wanted to like, get some stuff off of my chest. So I wrote fuck on the, side of my paper. You guys, I don't even know why I did that in the first place. But right, so I wrote fuck on the kind of like side of my paper. And, first day, teacher didn't really look at it. We were just writing the essay. So basically after we, started writing and, took our time, the period was actually about to come to an end. So she was like, I want you to work a little bit on your essays in your houses, and then when you go back to school, then we can just work a little bit more on them. And yeah, so I basically go back home. I did not do anything to the essay, which is pretty freaking funny, because in reality I actually wrote a lot. Like, I wrote a lot on my essay in school, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it look like, oh, I didn't really work so hard in school, and then when I came back home I worked a little bit more, so it would just look that I did my homework. So basically next day goes along and we go back to the school, right? We have English class as always. So I basically, at this point, you guys, I forgot that I actually wrote fuck on the side of my paper and never really remembered to actually remove it. But basically at this point I forget that I even wrote fuck on my essay, and you guys can just see where this is actually going to. So basically I forgot to, get rid of that word. So basically I just continued working on my essay. Now the teacher was actually, just... The fuck? Did that actually record it? You guys, I swear to God, I sometimes feel that there's a ghost in my house. There's always a noise coming from my freaking bedroom, and I don't even know, you guys. I did it in like another video. I told you guys that I heard something, and I think that this time you guys can actually hear it. But anyway, the teacher was passing by each one of us. So she was basically just walking around the classroom and seeing what we actually wrote, just, have a small peek at what we wrote. And then, as she was passing by me, she just took a small peek and she saw what I wrote on the side of the paper. Right? So after she sees that word, she puts her finger on that word and she's like, what is this? And I'm just, like, I don't know what, like, I don't even know what to say at this point, right? Like, so I was just, like, I can't even say anything because it is what it looks like, I can't be like, oh, it's not what it looks like, or I can't say anything about it, right? So basically at this point, the teacher, like, rips off that small part of the paper, like, she rips off the side of the paper where I basically wrote that word, and then she just basically takes it with her, and I honestly don't know what she did with it. She probably threw it in her, trash can, and not in the school trash can, because you guys, in my freaking classroom back then, people would actually go to the freaking trash can just to see what I wrote. Like, I'm not even kidding at this point. Like, the people would actually go that far, right? So then at this point, everyone's like, oh my God, what did he wrote? And like, I was a pretty polite person back then. Like, okay, like, I wasn't really known for doing anything bad. I never even had any, comments about me. They were just like all perfect, right? So basically she's like, I want to talk to you after this class ends. And at that point I was like, oh crap, I'm fucked. So I basically, go out of the class, and then the teacher just gives me this huge freaking speech. She's like, why did you write this? And then I came with the stupidest freaking idea And you know what I said? I said, my little brother wrote it. What? Like, this is the stupidest freaking thing you can even say. Like, I was in 6th grade, so a 4th grader or 5th grader would never write stuff like that, okay? And then she's like, oh, how old is your brother? And then I was like, he's not in this school. Like, what could you say? Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, the thing is, if I was like, oh, it's my older brother, but he's not in the school, then that might make some sense. But the fact that I said my little brother, but yeah, basically, that was the end of it. Surprisingly enough, she did not tell the principal. She did not tell anyone, so basically I came back home. No one knows about this whole story. I never even told anyone what I wrote on that side of the paper. And yeah, that's basically it for this story. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.
A lot of artists who don't like to bring it to light, and I'm included in that. I ain't saying it's right, but it's been pushed out the news. Don't look like change will happen soon. Donald Trump is all that they talk about. I'm tired of it too. They only talking about racism when the city's burning up, when cops are getting shot, and when the shooter's getting caught. Peaceful protests rarely get a mention. Y'all demanded this could